Welcome, everybody, back to the Metal Command podcast. Tony here with you. And again, I'm joined by one of my favorite people, Stu Marshall. Obviously, I just sang on an album and co-wrote a song with him on this Empires of Eden album. He also is the guitar player in Deathdealer, and also has a band called Night Legion, and has been a part of a slew of other great projects. Like Blasted to Static and Ark and Stone and Dungeon, and I don't know if I missed any, but those are the main ones that I know. But it's great to have you on my show yet again, and I'm really excited to have you here today.
Thanks, mate. It's good to see you. For anyone watching, Tony and I are good buddies. We've been mates for a long time, and I love coming onto your show because we always talk about things that are interesting to both of us. So yeah, great to be here, mate.
Awesome, man. So one of the things I know that you're excited about, you want to talk about really quick, is you bringing back Night Legion in a different way. I know you parted ways with Louis, really nice guy, did a really great job on the last record, but obviously that's kind of the big news right now for you, and we'll dig into some other stuff, but talk about the new version of Night Legion coming out.
Yeah, cool. It's kind of the new old version. So for anyone out there that doesn't know, this is the band Night Legion. It's a band I started about 8 years ago in Australia, and the whole purpose really of the band was to create a live heavy metal touring band of my best mates, and that's been the entire ethos of Night Legion, and it came about when Deathdealer was in a hiatus. So the band was formed with a singer called Vo Simpson, who I've been mates with forever, and after a number of years, we released the first album, and we were about to write the second album, and the start of COVID kind of hit, and he is also in a band called Darker Half, so he was juggling two things, and timing wasn't right. So Night Legion then took on a singer called Louis Georgievsky, who's also a good friend of ours and mine, great vocalist. We recorded an album, and then the next logical thing is that we're going to go out and do some live work. And everyone has a different kind of focus. Louis is primarily a studio performer, and we didn't quite work out the live thing moving forward, and there was really no need to keep Night Legion going. So one thing leads to another, and I reconnected with Vo, who showed an interest in wanting to do a one-off show. And I said, mate, what about coming back? And, I've got all these songs written, and a couple of the other guys are really keen to keep it going. And he was super energized about coming back. So we're coming back with Vo Simpson on vocals. He's, as we speak this week, recorded lead vocals for a Japanese bonus track for Empires of Eden for the new album. So we're hitting it full throttle, and we're in rehearsals. By the time this video comes out, we're in rehearsals next week. We're getting some band photos done, and we saw Cole Higginson on guitar. We've got our drummer is Dom Simpson, who's Vo's brother. So we've got the brothers in the band, and our new bass player, Ben Thomas, who's one of my ex-guitar students from years ago. We've known each other for 20 years. So we've submitted for Ross the Boss Tour and Testament, and we'll see how we go with getting those gigs. But there'll be a new album, and lots of energy coming back with Night Legion. And Night Legion is a band that it's no keyboards. It's just heavy metal, head down, power thrash, really. That's what we've been going for, and I think we'll be doing that in the future. Aggressive power metal.
Yeah, sure. And the last album I thought was very, very good, but if I were to describe the album, there's a little bit of thrash mixed in there, but I would really probably make it just a straight ahead, in your face, balls to the wall power metal album is probably the best way to put it. Probably sounds more American than European, in my opinion, very, very good. A little more aggressive than your typical power metal band as well. So, there you go. Great record.
That's Final Four with Louis. And I must admit, American metal is where really where my heart's at. You know, bands like Vicious Rumors and
Yeah.
and even Cage and bands like that were big influences on me. So
Yeah.
you know, a lot of it is kind of, and obviously Manowar, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh yeah. Yeah. And again, it's probably, you just kind of described, you know, sort of how Night Legion sort of sounds as far as what kind of power metal it is, you know, so that's a really good description, actually. Hey everybody, Tony here from the Metal Command podcast. Again, I appreciate your support. Since 1998, I have hosted this show in one form or another, starting off in radio and now in the podcast format. Again, thanks for watching, and if you like what you see and hear on this show, by all means, please hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell to be notified anytime I do post a video, and if you see this program on any other form of social media, please give me a follow there. Again, I always appreciate your support.